hydration.
Well,
What's up?
No, I have that. Can't pop.
I think this is the first time we've had Ash on After Dark, right? You haven't been on this before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, welcome. Welcome to After Dark. It's gonna be a good time. And you've joined us for the most unhinged, probably, episode that we have done so far. Maybe ever will do, but we'll see.
We can get more unhinged.
Yeah,
I thought I was going crazy a second ago because I started hearing you guys twice. I forgot I had the sound on the stream turned on. And
I experienced that as well.
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, don't do that.
I fixed it.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, today, so I hear that tier lists are very popular to do these days, especially in Warhammer 40k.
Are those lists of things that make you cry, that make you tear up?
What? Oh, tier. Okay, I got it. Okay.
I'm trying to make a joke.
It was a good joke. I just didn't understand it. So, we're doing a tier list about every Lamenter. We're gonna do a tier list about what Warhammer 40k units we think we could take in a fight. So here's our rules. We're gonna rank the units based on how a fight with them would go. All the fights are considered to be unarmed fisticuffs. Nobody has any weapons. And there's 3 of us, so the majority vote is going to decide what tier we collectively place the units in. I don't know if you can hear the dog or not, but
yeah, I hear them dogs barking. They're ready. They're ready for a scrap.
Yeah,
they want to vote. They're ready for fisticuffs. So I have 2 questions already. So, what about armor? Like, there's no weapons, but what about armor? Unless the thing is armor.
Unless the thing is armor, yeah.
Like will a space marine? Yeah. Will he be just like fresh nude, or is he in his Mark 10 powered armor?
Nude.
Nude.
Completely naked.
They still have the black carapace.
Completely naked. That's just like built in. We can't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. I guess we have to entertain everyone now, Ashton.
Okay, well,
what's your second question?
My second question. My second question is: are we fighting these things by ourselves or as a group of 3? Like, are we ganging up on these things, or?
It's a group of 3, is my understanding.
So all 3 of us fighting the one thing.
Or
is it like each of us individually? Okay.
No, it's all. It's all. I know it's all 3 of us. I can't remember if it's all 3 of us against 3.
Okay, I came back.
Them.
It's all 3 of us against 3 of them.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So the 3 of us as a group, we're fighting 3 of.
Advantage.
No, we do not get a numbers advantage at all. So
let's dig into it, I guess.
Yeah, you ready?
I don't think it's gonna go well for us.
Well, so the first 4 are gonna be kind of to get our like baseline power level, right? So our first unit here is GRATS. Do you think the 3 of us could take on 3 GRATS?
I have a situational question.
Okay.
Is this like an arena moment? Like, are we like open field? Like, do they have a chance to do some cunning? Because
we're in like a boxing ring.
Okay, cage match.
Cage match. Yeah, this is a cage match.
3 GRATS versus us. No weapons, just fisticuffs.
Yeah.
I would say like one of us might die, but we'll take them all out.
Yeah.
So I guess I should, for reference, here's our tiers, right? So top tier is we would beat them easily. Next tier is it would be hard fought, but we would still win. Middle tier is we would be completely evenly matched. There would be no winner, no loser. Then we'd put up a fight, but then ultimately we would lose. And the last one is we would just get completely smoked instantly. So,
you know what? I say we would easily defeat them.
I think I agree.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Grot's gone. Because, I mean, a Grot is a sharp-toothed toddler, essentially.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't want to be controversial, but I could whoop a toddler's ass.
You think? I've seen some pretty squirrely toddlers out there.
I'm a big guy, and size is a huge advantage. I'll just throw them. I would throw them at a velocity in which would end in fatality to them.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I feel like Grots are probably pretty aerodynamic.
You could also just paint yourself green.
It's also a naked Grot specifically.
It's a naked Grot.
Grots? Can we convince them that we're orcs?
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Is what if we just painted ourselves green and said there were orcs, right?
Does that put them on our team for all the future fights that we're going to be analyzing?
No.
If we painted ourselves purple, we would have the element of surprise.
All right, so I think we all agree we would beat the Grots easily. Yeah.
What color are we wearing, by the way?
I don't. Whatever color you think would give you a leg up in this fight. Just wear purple.
Purple. Yeah, they never see us coming.
All right. So I think we had a unanimous decision on the Grots. We would beat them easily. So our next unit, to give us kind of a little baseline, is just Cadens, like a guardsman.
Are they specifically Cadens?
I guess for the sake of them not being Catachan, yes.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Just 3 oiled up Catachans. Yeah, we get our ass whooped. I don't think we would do very well. Because, I mean, if you think about it, like, if the 3 of us went up against 3, like, active duty, like, army soldiers right now, or, like, Marines,
but, like,
we wouldn't win.
Are they trained that well?
Yeah, I mean, we're not
the
talking
Guard,
about...
Yeah?
But we're not talking about, like, Kazarkin or something. We're talking about just standard Cadians. Are they really trained
my understanding of the Imperial Guard is that they are trained very well, like to the point, if not better than our current military. It's just the shit they're up against makes them seem weak by comparison.
I think that's probably true for Cadians specifically, because they're kind of like the planet that, like the Sparta planet, where they're like raised to be warriors from day one. You know?
Yeah, and the Kazarkin of the Cadians are like, they take the biggest and meanest Cadians on the planet, and they make them Kazarkin.
Yeah. Like a lot of the time when we see non-Cadian guardsmen in like the books and stuff, they're like irradiated, malnourished, like, you know.
It depends. I mean,
poor souls.
All right. Well, let's say specifically we're talking about Cadians. I think we could get some licks in. I don't think we would be completely useless in a fight against Cadians.
I'd say we put up a fight, but maybe lose. I'd be willing, if you guys are feeling real confident, to say we would be evenly matched. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I would vote evenly matched.
So I'm the tiebreaker.
Do we? Here's an important question: is this like right now we get warped to the cage, or is it like we know in like 3 months we're going to be in this arena and we can train up a little bit?
Huh. All right. Let's say we have a month to prepare. We have 30 days. So we have 30 days to prepare.
Get some cardio. We can get a month. That's not much.
In my current physical state, absolutely not. I think I'm inclined to say I know, but it's better than nothing, you know.
I have started rock climbing again. So
there you go. A month of rock climbing, dude. You just pinch their nips.
We'll save that for the Slanesh people.
All right, so I think I'm inclined to say that we would probably lose to Guardsmen.
I would say we would lose. Yeah.
What? I think that we would be evenly matched purely because Ryan knows Kung Fu and he'd be bigger than them, and we could distract them.
He would simply eat the Cadians.
Yeah, being larger. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Yeah, we're evenly matched. I think I could be a Cadian.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
All right, we're evenly matched. All right.
I mean, I guess humans in 40K do have like their lifespan is almost like feudal in some places. I mean, I don't know. It's a real mixed bag.
It's all over the place depending on where you're at in the Imperium.
I don't. Epic Gamer says that they recall humans being taller in 40K. In my memory, they're like they're small, like they're less nourished.
Again, that's like probably a thing that depends where you're at in the Imperium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
just going by the height of a Space Marine and where people come up on Space Marines and all the books I've read, they're at least our height, if not less. Now, my opinion of that might be skewed because I'm 6.5 feet tall, but they're definitely not taller than us.
So here's my thinking. I'm on the fence between evenly matched and we would like lose, but between the Cadians and us, one of us, our home planet is blown up, and the other one isn't. So, you know,
true. I think
to do with anything. The Tanith their planet got blown up before they even saw combat.
we just walk in there and we're just like,
out there.
Cadia sucks, and they'd be like, oh, and they would lose.
Here's what would give us an advantage. We could just start reciting memes that we know, and they'd be like, holy shit, it's chaos. They wouldn't be able to handle it. We'd be like, keep the guy go. And they'd be like, oh my god, what is this?
Start quoting Skibbity Toilet or some shit.
Yeah.
Evenly matched. We're evenly matched.
Evenly matched, I guess. I'll give it to us. I'll be optimistic a little bit.
All right. Space Marine Intercessor.
No. Are you kidding me?
So this is instant death, right? Just like they like flick you and you're dead.
Well, what do we get to pick the chapter we face?
Ultramarine. It's just Ultramarine.
Okay, because I was gonna say,
well, then, yeah,
Lamenters, then we would beat them easily.
True, Lamenters, we would beat them easily.
Ultramarines.
They would trip getting into the ring and like snap their neck or some shit.
Yeah, they have like the opposite of plot armor.
I
mean,
true.
we could distract the Ultramarines by talking to them about like Amazon delivery.
Just start talking about logistics while Ashton's sneaking up behind him with a steel chair.
Yeah.
And then he hits him with a chair, and they're like, "What was that?"
It's like
are there bricks and like chairs in this arena? Like, do we have opportunistic weapons?
No. We did say no weapons. We should stick with no weapons. So, just a fist fight.
I kind of feel like there being like weapons in the arena is fair, though. You know, like it rewards resourcefulness, but it's still like only innate qualities.
No, I think we just, for the sake of fairness, and to stop about like, oh, what if this weapon, like, what if there's thumbtacks covering the floor of the thing, like WWE shit.
No.
Yeah. Also, we wouldn't be able to beat an intercessor to a weapon. He'd be like,
well, that's definitely true.
There are no bricks in
we were distracting them
40K.
with
Jesus. If you know, you know.
Yeah. If they're Lamenters, we win easily. Otherwise, they're gonna karate chop our heads off.
All right, so I would get absolutely destroyed. Yep.
Absolutely destroyed.
Cool. Mm-hmm. See, that's a good spread for the first three right there.
Yeah, you know.
This is the first.
Not looking so grimdark.
The first like four are to just like kind of gauge our power level, right? Our base power level as just normal people. So here's the fourth one: the Genestealer Cult Tectonic Frag Drill. Now,
I don't know that there are any.
Correct. Yes, just the Tectonic Frag Drill. Would you be able to beat a Tectonic Frag Drill in a fight?
What are the victory conditions? Like, do we have to pin it?
Yeah, what if we want to blow up the planet and bring about was it Arousal Day? Arousal Day? What is it?
What? Ascension Day?
What Ascension Day, yeah, there it is.
Arousal Day. Hell yeah.
It was an A, man. I was grasping for it.
You were grasping for arousal day.
Look, we have a computer scientist, an IT guy, and Jordan on our team.
Yeah.
We could probably stop this thing.
See, I think you just hit the power button, and boom, you've won. That's it.
Also, our understanding of technology compared to like people in 40K is pretty like drastically different.
So what do we?
You know?
Yeah.
In the fact that we actually understand it.
We
Yeah.
know how shit works.
We wouldn't be like shooting incense at the thing to try to get it to stop.
Yeah, or like shouting prayers at it. No, just hit the power button.
Oh, interesting. Epic Gamers talking about the height thing. Yeah, I think in general it varies pretty wildly, but
all right. So
anywhere with good food probably.
where do we put this? I think we would beat them easily. Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, they're not.
You just hit the power button. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I
Just
mean,
checking.
40K technology does have machine spirits that kind of
Some technology is sentient.
Okay.
a mind of its own. But
I don't think
mean,
a Tectonic Frag drill has a machine spirit.
I'll just sing Rockabilly Bear. Be like, I love you.
Now there's an abominable intelligence.
What? You don't like Rockabilly Bear? Oh my
No,
goodness.
well, I do, but it's like the definition of an abominable intelligence.
Well,
It
I
seems
lean
to.
towards Dark Mechanicum, so
This is true.
more so than regular Mechanicum. So,
All right.
you know, there you have it.
Next unit. Tyranid Zoanthrope. Could the three of us beat 3 Zoanthropes? They don't get
there's
to use
one
mind
man.
powers. They don't get to
Oh, they don't
use
get
their
to use mind powers?
No.
Well, I was
This
gonna
is-
say there's
this is
one
just a
chance
fist fight.
that it looks into our minds, and
It
it's so
sees
repulsive,
what
explodes.
we've seen on the internet, and then they just head explode.
It just sees the Terribles Tower and explodes.
I mean, my
they can
thinking
counter-
here is that they have a glaring weak spot, and it's their big brain, and it's just exposed, right?
Yeah, but also
You just punch them
don't
in the
they
brain.
levitate with their mind powers? Will you just be like a crippled?
All right, they can
Boy,
use locomotion.
I wasn't complaining. Like
They can
I'm fine
use
punching a
their
crippled
locomotion.
lizard bug in the
No,
brain.
no. So, I think it's easy. You just dodge all its attacks and you punch it in the brain. It's really easy. I think.
If it doesn't have its psychic powers, then we might have a chance against this.
Punch it
How
in the
big
brain.
are
It does. I looked it up. It does have a toughness of 5,
Ooh.
Well, my toughness is 3, so
but it's only a strength of 3. You know.
See, strength 3, toughness 3. It's wounding me on
But
4s.
we're against 3 of them, right?
Yeah,
And
there's
3 of
three of
us
them.
against 3 of them.
But they're all just like squirming around on the ground, not able to move. So
They can move. They can move.
Oh.
They can float.
But they
They
can't
can
shoot.
use-
They can't shoot us with their brain bullets.
They
If
can't
they're
brain bullet
allowed
us.
to use brain floating, we should be allowed to use steel chairs.
Is that how we even these fights? Is we're allowed to use steel chairs and everyone else is not?
We get one
We
form
get
of WWE related
One steel
weaponry.
chair.
All right, Ashton gets a steel chair. Ryan, what kind of WWE ass weapon do you want?
I haven't watched a whole lot of wrestling. What
I
else?
want
is there?
I want a
Spice
folding
Works?
table to like just throw people onto.
I mean, if I was being really unrealistic, I would just say give me a sledgehammer. They do have those in WWE, and it's the most unrealistic thing I've ever heard of.
Epic Gamer brings up a good point. Do they have their like psychic shield? Their kind shield? You know,
No, that's
they have
cheating.
a 4 invulnerable save.
They can't cheat. That's cheating.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
I say we would put up a fight, but we would lose. Just on the fact.
You think
that
we
they're
would
so much
lose?
Bigger and tougher. I think so.
No, dude.
They can levitate.
Yeah, but
You'd
they
be able to
got
punch 'em
they
in the
got
brain.
they got a giant exposed weak spot.
Yeah.
But
One
it's
of us
up
would be able
there.
to punch them in the brain.
One of us like distracts them, and then the other two we like jump on their back and like
Ashton
start punching them in the
Ashton would have
brain.
to-
Boom, 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 boom.
Ashton would have to hold the steel chair while I stand on it and jab the 2x4 into one of their brains. In the
have a
meantime, the other
plan.
two are like shredding you to pieces.
Look, it's a worthy cause.
Would
had to happen to
you
someone.
sacrifice
If I have to get shredded, I have to get shredded. It is what it is.
Oh, Alpha Omega says a ladder. I would take a ladder.
Oh, a ladder. That's a good one. All right. So I got a folding table. Ryan has a ladder. Ashen has a steel chair.
Yeah.
It enhances my one advantage in
And it is a cage match, so you could jump off the top of the cage.
my one strength on our team, which is not so much an advantage in 40k because there's plenty of things taller than me.
The height. You can make yourself even taller with a ladder.
Assuming they can't shoot mind bullets at us and they don't have their mind shields, which is we're gimping them pretty hard, I would put us in yellow. I would say we'd put up a fight but still lose because they're still like big, meaty.
Ashen, what do you think?
carapaced
I think
motherfuckers.
that it would be close, but we'd win.
I agree.
Because they have an exposed brain.
I agree.
You guys are.
It would be
you
a
guys are very
hard-fought W.
confident in your abilities.
It would be a hard-fought W.
Here's the thing, Ryan. Imagine, if you will, that you were facing down a bear, but that bear was missing 75% of its skull. Like, would you be able to
still
do
would
anything?
suck.
You might
It would
get
still suck.
scratched a little, but it comes at you and you just punch it in the head.
Give it one punch in the brain.
Boom. And it's out.
People that get hit by bear claws have their entire skulls degloved.
Well, listen, I know somebody that has survived 2 bear attacks, so
Okay, that was a bad example because a bear would be higher than strength 3.
a bear would be at least strength 4.
Yeah.
The only thing that gives us a chance is that they're strength 3.
Yeah.
But we have to beat so much more of the shit out of them than they do us.
Because
We don't.
they
The brain
have
is right
3
there.
wounds, we have 1 wound,
They
but
have 3 wounds.
we just punch them in the brain. Just punch it in the brain.
Big.
Alright. We punch them in the brain and we win.
All right.
Done.
All right.
Alright. Accursed cultists.
What's their toughness?
They're just cultists.
I mean, they're just like better humans, so it's not looking good.
They are just like better
Don't they
humans.
regenerate? Like better in terms of like
Maybe.
killing things. I don't know if that's the look I would go for.
Yes, they do regenerate.
Yeah, I would say we'd put up a fight and lose on this one.
Yeah? I think I'm inclined to agree.
They can grow their own weapons.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that is kind of
Yeah.
cheating, but it's just a thing that they do, so I don't... You know, what are you going to do?
Mm.
Epic Gamer says bear rules for 40k win. I think there might be a bear in the Rogue Trader book I got with stats.
Were there rules for Space Kislev before there were rules for actual Kislev?
Look at this. We got a pretty good spread here.
I think some of it's wildly optimistic.
No. I think
Guardsman-
I think you're wildly pessimistic.
I think I'm realistic. The Guardsman and the Zoanthrope, I think we are overestimating ourselves greatly.
I mean,
disagree.
it is true. Ryan's been nearly incapacitated by his Drukhari actual miniatures multiple times.
They just like they're trying to empower me through pain.
He built one Ravager and he was out of commission for a week. It was crazy. All right, the Tallyman, Harry Belafonte.
The Tallyman himself.
The Tallyman.
Again, I mean, ignoring everything else about him, he is a space marine.
Counterpoint,
Wait,
he's a big nerd.
Yeah, he's a space nerd's what he is.
I mean, he's not like a mythological vampire we can drop beans at his
He's
feet
just
and
doing
sit there
math,
counting
dude.
them.
You don't know that.
But is he
Have you
not?
tried?
I haven't-
One of
All
us
we know
one of
about
us
him
just
is
has
he
to get
counts things.
really, really sick before we show up, and he's gonna start counting like how many diseases we have. And while he's distracted, we just hit him with the old 1-2, you know?
Hmm.
But there's 3 of them. They can
All
count
right.
3 times faster than normal.
Shit, you're right.
Oh
Does
yeah,
he
there are
have his
3 of them.
abacus with him?
Of course, he's a big nerd. He's always
It looks
counting,
like it
dude.
could be a weapon.
I mean, I guess. Can it be? I guess it can be. Like break
at
somebody's
this fight
fingers
on
with
it.
it or something.
I could straight up kill somebody with that.
There's not a whole lot that you can't kill somebody with, to be fair. There's pretty much like
Eclair?
everything that you just shove it down somebody's throat, dude. Start choking them with an eclair. Yeah, you can kill somebody with a lot of things.
Again, he's a space marine, though.
He's a Space Marine that's a big nerd. I think we would fare better than we would against the Intercessor, but I think we would ultimately lose.
I guess. Also, like, being near him, we would be weakened.
Oh, that's
Diseased.
true. I didn't think about that.
He
Just
would
his
also
existence,
have
we
more
would
command points
just.
than us every round.
Yeah.
He would. We don't have any stratagems though, so what's he gonna? I mean, CP rerolls, I guess. That's a stratagem, so I don't know what he's gonna use a CP
like
for.
one CP reroll. It'd be like, count these ladder rungs. How many rungs are in this ladder, idiot?
Yeah,
And
see?
then hit him with a chair.
How many atoms are in this steel chair?
I'm gonna immediately flaunt your initial ruling. We'd be like, how many thumbtacks do we just throw on the floor? Idiot.
I'll smash myself on the folding table and be like, how many splinters did this just create?
I don't think we would fare very well.
No, if you really want to factor in the nerd factor, I'll let you say we'd put up a fight but lose. But
No, I think we just get wrecked.
yeah,
Yeah, but I don't think we'd get wrecked as much as the intercessor. Are we putting them in order on each tier?
No.
No, we're not ordering each tier.
Is that a
Oh, we
Grey
should
Knight?
do that.
This is Castle and Crow.
Oh, good. Three of them.
Three Castle and Crows. Three Castle and
Castle
Crows.
and Crows.
Yeah.
All right.
So first of all,
It took about
we
half
would-
my Night Lords to kill him in the grand narrative, so I'm gonna say we would get our shit wrecked.
I mean, this guy just
Wouldn't
he just talks to his sword all day, dude. Like,
I
But he doesn't have a sword with
think
him. He has no
we
weapon.
would have an argument
Oh.
to win because as soon as we saw 3 Castle and Crows on the other team, we could call a judge over and have him disqualified.
true.
Or be like, two of you at least have to be demons because there's only one of you, right? And they'd fight each other.
Oh,
wound each other.
something heretical is clearly going on here. Deal with
Yeah.
it. We're just gonna sit back and watch it all happen. That's why Ashton's got the chair, so we can just fold it out and sit down and watch. Right?
Yeah,
I'll be
I think
sitting on one
Castle
folding
and-
chair.
Whatever Castle and Crow comes out of that gauntlet is the strongest one, and he would easily kill all 3 of us.
Yeah, he would still kill us.
Unless they all kill each other.
And he would already be pissed. He'd be very angry at that point.
Mhm.
He'd be without his sword. What happens when he doesn't have his sword?
He'd probably be even stronger because he's constantly suppressing the mega demon that's inside of it.
Shit.
He would just punch our ribcage out of our body,
Hmm.
and that'd be
See,
it. I don't know about you.
I
can't live
think-
without my ribcage.
I think the fact that the 3 of them would fight puts us in a higher tier. I think we would put up a fight, but we still lose because they're gonna beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I'll allow that. the potential of heresy. I'll allow that we would put up a fight and still lose, as opposed to just immediately. Technically, we would not immediately get destroyed if we could convince them that heresy was afoot.
Heresy is clearly afoot if there's 3 Castle and Crows.
But also, every round he would disappear and appear somewhere else in the arena.
It's a small arena.
Okay.
That's okay.
Is that not an equipment ability?
That's
That's an
just
army
the
rule.
Grey Knight's rule.
Well, yeah, but that's because they have a bunch of teleporters. I don't
Oh,
think
true.
anyone can do
I
that.
guess
True.
that's true. It's magic. He can't use
Yeah.
his magic. Otherwise, he would just burn us all alive immediately.
True. We would just
Yeah.
get brain blasted.
Which honestly might be preferable to our lungs getting ripped out.
That's true.
All right. Chthonian Berserks from the Votan.
So, cybernetic shirtless berserker dwarves.
They don't get their weapons. They don't get the axe. They don't get the hammer. They don't get the power
armor.
fists. I mean, they barely wear armor anyway.
Are
Some
they
of their
still
arms
heavily
look awful like
cybernetically
armor.
modified?
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. They got robot bits.
Yeah, I think they'd get us.
But they're short,
Yeah, I
dude.
think they'd probably rip our legs off.
But they're
Yeah,
short.
but they're stocky. They have low center of mass. They get under us and flip us.
Yeah, just look at that guy right there on the left. Look at the muscle in his armpit. Like,
you got them armpit muscles.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So what do you think?
Yeah,
you think
they're
we just
jacked.
immediately get wrecked? You don't think we could even like fight them
1
a
month
little
of
bit?
prep would not get us armpit muscles.
We don't need armpit muscles to beat them. You just got to be fast
think
like a
we
spider
do.
monkey, dude.
Speed only gets you so far when you're in a cage.
Yeah.
Are they always loaded on combat
Oh.
stims? Well, all right. So then, are we allowing them to take drugs? Are we allowing drugs to be involved?
This is
I
an
think
important
we
question.
should not allow PEDs.
I
The
think if
Olympics
they get
doesn't allow
drugs, we get
PEDs.
drugs.
True.
If they get drugs, we get drugs.
I still say they should have a drug Olympic, where if that's what you want to do.
Somebody's
see how
doing that.
far you can push
That's a
your
thing that
body.
somebody's.
Oh, are they?
Yes,
Isn't that basically like arena football?
kind of.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they
See,
okay with drugs in
Sean
football?
has a point here. You just got to unplug their tubes.
We don't even know what those
I'm
tubes
waiting
do.
I'm waiting for Angron to come up, and that'd be the same explanation.
I don't know if I care what that tube does. It's in that guy's head. It's probably important.
It'll be like, that was the tube that was pumping the chemical into my head that held me back.
I would
You just took the
say-
training weights off, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say we can. It wouldn't. I can't even speak. We can't go above yellow on this one.
You know,
We can't go above yellow on most of these things, to be honest. But oh, Evan Gamer says maybe we win because they're disqualified for drug use.
you know
But
what?
Wouldn't the Space Marines get disqualified?
I feel like this is an important. I feel like this is an important precedent.
I feel like a
before
Space
we get
Marine-
the Drukari.
I feel like a Space Marine just that I don't know. They could probably do it with or without drugs. They're huge.
I mean, but they're born of drugs, molded by them.
But they're not currently taking PEDs at the time of the fight.
I mean, they got their progenitor gland and them pumping them full of stuff. But
That's just a gland, dude. You can't take people's glands away.
All right,
You can't take people's glands out.
fucking watch me.
Well, I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Except maybe in the case of this cage fight, we probably should start taking people's glands
Yeah,
out to
pull
win the
all
fights, right?
glands out.
That's how we beat a Space Marine. We just take out their glands. It's easy. All
I'm
right,
sure they can keep fighting without them.
Chthonian Berserk. Where does it go? Oops.
I
It's
think
yellow at most, probably green.
I feel like we should be ordering these tiers by which ones would wreck us more than the other ones.
I think.
that
All
are
right, we
the
can
same
we can do that. We can do that after.
Okay.
This is
All
already
right.
scuffed enough.
You're scuffed.
Wow, I would be scuffed after this fight.
All right, next Eldar support weapon.
Just the support.
Just the Eldar support
Is there a
weapon.
guy?
There is no guy. There's
Also?
3 Eldar support weapons.
Oh my god, there's 3 of them.
Well, then,
Wait,
then we get 3 Eldar support weapons. Do we get to keep
can we get
these?
3 ladders?
No. We have our weapons that we claimed earlier. We have our
They
WWE cage match weapons. Could you beat up an Eldar
just-
support weapon?
They would just sit there. I
And
mean, it
there's a
might take
guy
us a while
ready
to
to
actually
shoot us?
break.
Are they allowed to shoot
They
at
said
us?
There's no guy.
I don't know. Do they have like an auto shoot function?
No.
Oh, you said there's no guy.
There's no guy.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's just an Eldar support weapon.
What constitutes victory if we break it?
If it becomes non-functional,
It would take
I
us a
think it
long
starts
time, probably,
non-functional.
but we could do it.
or we just hit the off switch. I don't.
don't know if-
Let's see. Eldar support weapon. Do they have like an auto function?
They're not like a wraith construct, as far as I understand them.
Eldar support weapons are wraith construct. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, I think we win this easily.
I think
I'm
we
just
win it.
imagining
but,
in my head how many
You think it'd be hard fought?
There's a decent chance one of us would shoot each other with it on accident, trying to break the crystals. To turn
All
it
right,
on.
I'll give you hard fought for that
Yeah,
one.
hard
then.
fought. Well, one of us will get pinched or like burn our foot on the little jets that are shooting out of the back of it.
Yeah. All right.
You know.
Although we do have a ladder, so that would.
We
come
do have a
handy.
ladder. Yeah. And a steel chair and a folding table. Yeah.
This is very much like the drill fight.
The drill
Yeah.
fight? Yeah, it's similar. It's similar.
I would say
See-
it's a little harder than the drill fight.
You thought there
Yeah,
were units that you didn't think we'd have a chance against any of these units. We got a pretty good track record so far.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty good. All right.
Yeah.
So
Easy
here's
win.
a Mutalith Vortex Beast.
Easy win.
Easy win. Ashton?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have any magic, but it's still
a giant fuck off monster.
monster.
I don't know how it fits in the cage, but it does somehow.
Just a bigger cage, man.
Just a bigger cage. Yep.
We would for sure die.
Like immediately, right?
Yeah.
Like instant. It would just like flick us with a tentacle.
One Speed Wonder is commenting on the Plague Marine, saying that we'd be firing from both ends before we even got in the ring.
Well, be that as it may.
Maybe that's my weapon.
And whereas this thing would be filling us from both ends before we got in the ring. Yeah, we would get wrecked.
Instant destruction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we can invoke the power of the Emperor to protect us from chaos.
I feel like that's just magic of a different kind.
I feel like at this point in history, that's not going to do anything, right? Maybe.
Well, yeah, but Space Marines don't exist at this point in history.
Ryan, did you take a class on Annuncia by any chance?
I don't make the rules.
Annuncia? No.
Oh, never mind.
What the fuck is Annuncia? Sounds like
Don't
some
worry
heresy
about
to me.
All right, here is an Achilles Achilles Contemptor Dreadnought.
Yeah, it's gonna Achilles.
Oh, whoa! It doesn't get any weapons. It's just a big robot.
Yeah,
Still.
let me ask you a question. Can you punch through a car?
I've never tried, but maybe.
Wait.
Yeah,
Does it have the guy inside of it?
Oh, he's just like part of it, right? He's just part of the machine. He's like a battery.
It's basically like a cyborg at that point.
All right.
Yeah, we would get absolutely wrecked. We wouldn't be able to do a damn thing to it.
I think I could dodge its attacks and start like yanking its tubes out.
There's 3 of them.
I think
Yeah.
I think I could single-handedly kill all 3 of them.
Oh my god.
Like
They're
I
gonna
think
advance and charge you, and then you're not gonna.
Oh, they can advance and charge. Shit. Yeah, that changes everything. Now look.
If I
Yeah, wait.
can drink a monster,
Are
drink
these
before the
are
Fed.
these particular dreadnoughts rolls being rolled by Matt?
They're being rolled by sure. An ethereal mat is rolling the rules for all of the units that we're fighting.
Well, then we are.
Then we're dead. Massive L.
Massive L. All right. I can't overturn the vote. The vote is massive L. Oops, I did it again.
Yeah, I was like, what
Despite you thinking you could
That.
beat all 3 of them by yourself.
Here we are. Massive L. I'm just saying. You just gotta start pulling out their wires and tubes, and then what are they gonna do? They're just gonna die.
Oh yeah.
So
Again, can you walk up to your car, punch through the hood, and pull the battery out?
I'll be right back.
Also, when we were discussing the Vortex Beast a minute ago, I was completely forgetting that there would be 3 of them too.
There would be 3 vortex
Oh
beasts.
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. One for each of us. Yeah. All right, moving on. These are arcoflagellants from the.
Do they
Adeptus
get their
Sororitas.
flagellants?
They just got. I mean, I guess they would, right? Because it's just like part of them at this point. Cybernetics, that's just like part of them.
Yeah.
So do you think you could outwhip these guys? You have a ladder. Remember, you have a ladder.
Oh, good.
Remember, you have a ladder.
I'm pretty sure an Argo Flail will just cut the ladder in half. Yeah, I don't think we have. They're like superhuman, doped up psychopaths with like no pain sensation and fucking those whips that guy had in the Iron Man
Do they not have pain sensation? Aren't they? Isn't that like their whole
I
thing?
don't think so.
Aren't they like being
I think they're,
punished?
like- Yeah, but I think it's more of like servitor type punishment. I think. My
Are they
understanding is they're kind of like
servitors?
they're combats. It's like a combat servitor sort of situation.
Then they ain't
That's
got
my
no brain,
understanding
dude.
of
But if we knew their trigger word, then their weapons would have hazardous.
sure. We would get like 2 seconds to guess some words in Low Gothic before we get turned into, pork chops.
I think we could take them.
Pre-cooked
Yeah.
pork chops.
I think we could take them. They're just flailing all over the place. We've got strategy and a
And they've
ladder
got
on our
tubes.
side.
We can unplug the tube.
They've got tubes. That's the thing. All of these 40k people, all of them just got these tubes. You just unplug their tubes, and then what? Just fucking yank out their tubes.
They're glamour tubes, man.
One of these things cuts your ladder like in half down the middle. Now you got 2 weapons. Like I'm not seeing the
Two
problem
shorter
here.
ladders. You've now got 2 twin-linked mini.
No matter how many times they cut your ladder, you just have more ladders.
I'd say we'd put up a fight and still lose.
I think we would win.
You think we would win against Argo Flagellants?
Yeah. I don't think it would be easy, but I think we would win.
Yeah, I think we'd be evenly matched.
I think we'd be evenly matched. All right.
Oh my god!
So
You guys are insane.
I'm willing to concede.
Tubes,
I'm
Ryan,
willing to
tubes.
concede evenly matched. Arco
I'm getting
Flagellants,
outvoted.
easily matched. Well, have better arguments.
I voted in the middle between you guys.
It's like going up against like a juiced up football.
An
player.
unstoppable force and an immovable object?
Ryan, they've got saves of 7-up. We'd be ripping those tubes out left and right.
Yeah.
What kind of save do you think we have?
A 6-up.
Yeah,
We do
probably.
not have a 6-up.
Sure we do.
You said we couldn't. You said we couldn't have armor or weapons.
We have a 6-up
Yeah, but
save.
But we can wear whatever color we want as
From
per the
what?
grot fight.
My T-shirt.
Yeah, you get a t-shirt. It's literally called a t-shirt save.
Oh my god! All right. Well, I got
Oh
outvoted.
wait, they do have
so,
feel. They
there
do
you
have feel no pain 4-up. Oh well, votes
go.
already.
Yeah, I
in.
told
That's
you
fine.
they don't feel pain.
They feel half pains. They feel half the pain. And we don't need them to feel pain, we just need them to die.
with their tubes pulled out.
With their tubes pulled out.
You guys have way too much faith in tube pulling.
Those tubes clearly gotta do something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, a Kroot carnivore. Where do we land on Kroot carnivores? I think they're too wily. I think they would just smoke us instantly.
You think a Kroot would smoke you, but an Argo Flagellant, oh, we got it.
It doesn't-
Or an
built-in
Achilles
weapon.
dreadnought.
Ryan, it doesn't have any tubes.
It's true. It has a 6-up save.
It does have a better save.
Oh. You know that they adopt the traits of the things that
They eat?
They
Yeah.
eat, so they would take.
They would have a
one
whole
bite,
month to eat stuff
And
that
then
would kill us.
No, they would absorb my melancholy and then like give up. That's the only hope. I'm
They
in
would
bad
take a
mood
bite out of me
fight,
and then immediately give up on life and kill
and they're like,
themselves.
oh man. Or they would just start chuckling at dumb memes and it would give us an opening.
It sounds like Ryan's making an
If-
argument for us to win here.
I think
If we are gonna beat Argo, like if we're going by what we said before as a baseline, we at least are evenly matched against this fucker.
we'd pull out
What's
this
their
guy's
strength and
feathers and it
toughness?
wouldn't work like the tubes, and then we would
They're
get
not
eaten.
really feathers; they're more like spines.
Still.
These guys are like the Predator, but bird-styled instead of whatever the fuck he was.
They would have an entire month to eat something that would fuck us up. I don't
These
even
things
know.
are
I don't
popping
even
in
know
my
if
head,
Arco
like-
flagellants can eat. I don't. To be fair, I don't. Do they even
That has
eat?
nothing to. That's what the tubes are for.
Okay, so these guys wouldn't be able to bring in any weapons, though.
No. They'd just be punching us or
Yeah, but
claw. They got claws.
I think they have claws. Yeah, it's like Alpha Omega. They're basically the Predator. I think they're a little bit more.
They're spindly. They're
lithe
wiry.
and They're
Yeah.
not
It
as
says they
beefy
don't
as
have
the Predator.
claws.
They don't have claws. They just have hands.
Their melee attack is using their rifle as a melee weapon.
Okay,
Mm.
well, yeah. This you can't go just by the
Them-
stats.
Just look at a picture of one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brute carnivore.
Do
Alright.
he have talons?
They got claws, dude. I'm looking at them. Yeah.
Yeah, they got claws.
They got clawed
I guess
feet.
it probably depends on what they've been eating, to be honest.
They have they have a
Like,
whole month to
can
eat.
they like are they eating only what we eat in the month before?
No, they're
'Cause
eating
if
whatever
that's
they want to
true-
eat.
No performance enhancing drugs or food though. I think that's what we established from the
Well, no
dwarves,
drugs.
right?
Food is food. You got to eat food to live.
What? I mean, where's
Yeah,
the
but if they're eating McDonald's for the month before, they're gonna just be like big chicken nuggets.
Sean has a good point. Kroot have bird bones.
Do they?
Is that true?
I don't know if
Probably.
that's
They're
kinda
true.
like
They don't.
lizard
They don't
birds.
fly, so probably they don't have bird bones.
I don't
Birds have
know.
bird bones because
Have
they
like a
fly.
beak.
My vote is at best we're evenly matched.
I think we lose this. I think it'd be close, but we lose.
Best.
I think we win by a little
How
bit.
do you make us
Ryan,
beat-
do you agree that we would
football?
lose this fight?
Yeah, we would lose, obviously, but
Okay. So there, we would lose. They go right there. I don't know
But
what
we beat
your I
Argus
don't well I don't know what your problem is. Crew have been said
Crew
to have
have-
muscles like knotted metal.
yeah.
Oh my god.
My main argument
true.
for that we would have a chance was the fact that we have a chance against Argoflagellants. I'm just trying to keep a level of consistency.
Arcoflagellants are not as strong as Crew.
Yeah, they got two.
Okay.
If they were Arcoflatulents, then maybe we'd have a chance.
Oh, I'm an arcoflatulent.
That was us when we fought the Tallyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we turn into Arcoflatulents.
All right, an Adeptus Mechanicus Archaeopter.
Again, with no one
Again,
in
is it just the thing?
It's just
that
it's
actually
a-
has a machine. That
It
might
has a
actually
machine
go by
spirit.
itself.
Okay,
Yeah, does it
I
have
think
its
that
guns though?
It has no functional weapons.
I
What about its
think
Dookie bomb?
that this one
It doesn't have a
we
dookie bomb.
probably don't win as handily as the other equipment ones because
I think we
might
lose to this one.
accidentally take off and crash. While
Yeah?
trying to turn it off.
I think this one's got a machine spirit in it that would get real
I mean,
angry. I think we
Auto-driving
lose
cars
this.
are already like attacking people.
They're killing people. Yeah.
Killing people. Yeah.
I think
couldn't remember if
think
it actually killed
probably
anybody. I didn't want to be.
I think probably the
sensational,
Elon Musk
but
of the
yeah.
future made these, and it would probably kill us.
Is
Magos
that like
Elon Musk.
Call the Lesser or something?
Call didn't make these. It was like
Well, no, I said the
These are-
Lesser.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Epic Gamer brings up a good point. How big is the cage? That
The
they're
cage
using to
cage
fight,
is big enough to fit whatever we're fighting.
but
And
not
us.
enough for it to fly around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a self-driving car that would just flatten us
That's what I think.
almost as badly as an Arcoflagellant.
I think we could like climb up on them and stuff, and like get up in their grills and stuff. But I think they would kill us.
Yeah.
Mm,
Unless we could get inside.
I mean, we could probably get inside, but I don't know.
Wouldn't it lock
Is that
its
gonna
own doors?
It probably would.
If-
I don't
if-
know. Did
if
these
I
did
had
these did these
and
doors
something-
have locks? I don't
yeah,
know.
have they found
I
have they
assume
found
Have they found the
the
STC for a lock?
powered locks? That's an upgrade.
Locks exist in 40K. I've read about locks.
Yeah, but power
And if
locks?
I
There's
had
probably
a
some-
if I had a
there's
lockable
probably-
door on me that kept someone from getting into my guts, the moment anything started crawling on me, that's what I would lock.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
there's
Then-
probably some
Then
force
I assume
Atari
we
that
probably
has
can't
come
get
along
inside.
giant key to
Yeah.
lock it, and they can't do that automatically.
Because I assume, if I remember correctly, like the glass is like transparent metal, right? Like, I think
Yeah,
that's
we're not
how.
punching through the glass.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think this
Again,
is.
Can you punch through your car?
I don't think
windshield?
we would
No.
lose this.
I think we would lose. I think it would be close, but I
Oh,
think
yeah,
we'd
we would
lose.
We'd put up a fight, but we would lose. We would
Yeah.
scramble
I don't
around
think
because
so.
they would have some trouble maneuvering in the cage with each other and getting us. So there'd be a moment where it's like, you remember?
Keep in mind, these things do also have like chicken legs. They can like walk probably.
Yeah, but its
Oh,
only
yeah, true,
way to kill us would be to crash into the ground.
It just runs into us
It
real
would kill
fast.
us.
It's got flappy wings.
They
It
would
could like
smash
smack us with its
against
wings.
There'd be like a moment where it's like they might pull it off. Well, nope. They're goo. It's like that car versus human cartoon. I can't remember what it was from.
It's like the you remember the hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby? It's like that, except we're the baby.
I do remember that.
I mean, how fast do these things go?
I don't know.
We'd be dead. Let's move on. Let's move on.
All right, moving on.
I still disagree.
All right, a blue horror. Could we fight three? Could the three of us fight 3 blue horrors, assuming it can't shit fire at us?
And it doesn't have any weapons.
Does not have any weapons.
I mean, they have claws.
They do have
They
claws.
got the nails
They got claws built in. They got lots of teeth. Look at that. Look at all those teeth.
I need to look.
But they
I
don't
need
have
to
any
look up
fire.
their
They're
stats.
very small.
They are they
will
really
split
that
into
small?
Brimstone.
They will spread into
Blue horrors.
Only if we kill
Blue
them.
horrors aren't that small. They're not that small.
Brimstones
They're
are
shorter
pretty
than
small.
a human, but they're stocky. Brimstones are small.
Okay.
They also explode when they die. I didn't know that.
Now we just have to take it out of commission. We don't have to kill it.
Yeah,
on a
so
4-up,
brimstone. We're killing it. Hopefully.
if you kill him on a 4-up, he does a mortal wound to you as he explodes, and they cackle.
They do cackle. I can also cackle. So
yeah.
I don't know if that's I count that as an advantage.
We have a chance, I suppose. It's a question of whether them exploding would. How
much do they weigh? That's gonna be like, how far could I kick one of these things?
I want to say they have about the body size of like a dwarf, like a fantasy.
I could kick a dwarf.
Stocky. This is like a less threatening squig.
A less
basically a
threatening
mouth
squig. Yeah.
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 Also, what is that giant tongue if not another tube?
You know what? You're right. You're right. It'd be a hard fought win. They got tubes. What,
We
Ryan?
definitely need a doctor afterwards. Nothing. Nothing.
Totally.
You know what? I have no comments. I just don't understand the tube thing.
If you got tubes, they're just pull them. I don't
Getting pulled out.
they're getting pulled. I don't know what to tell you. All right.
I see a tube right off the bat.
This is Sir Hector, of the Imperial Knights.
Are we fighting him or his?
We're fighting him. We're fighting 3 Sir Hectors.
Oh yeah, we could beat him up.
He's just an old guy.
You know, going by y'all's metric, he's an old guy with tubes. Therefore, it's an easy win.
See, I don't know about these tubes. Just go to his eye, though. He doesn't have any like important looking tubes.
We can't see his whole body. We don't know how many tubes are down there.
He has a model. Hold on.
He's a toughness 3, strength 3 dude.
Sir Hector. I only see tubes going to his eyes. There's like some that like go down the side of his suit, but those look like they probably power the
I don't
suit.
think it's that important to look for how many tubes he has.
I'm looking
to
for
be
his
honest.
tubes.
God damn it.
Those
I
look
mean,
like
if
the
we're
most
evenly-
important tubes.
If we're evenly matched against Argoflagellants, then we'd erect this old geezer.
I think
he's
we would beat
easier
this
than
guy up.
Argoflagellants, although
I
he
do
has
too.
less tubes
Yeah.
for us to take
Yeah.
advantage of. But still,
I think he would put up a decent fight, but then lose. I mean, a knight. How much martial combat do knight pilots do outside of their like? Do they train for combat on foot?
I don't know.
he has
Or
a
they just
2-up
like-
weapon skill.
Are they just big nerds who drive mechs?
He has a 2-up weapon skill with his close combat weapon.
I mean, see, he's just an old guy. We just hit him with our ladder and chair, and that's it.
There's 3 of him.
Yeah, he's just an old guy. He's just an old guy. There's 3 old guys.
All right, we just have
I'd
Ryan
bum
do kind
rush
of the
him with the
windmill with his
ladder.
ladder in the middle.
We would beat him easily.
All right,
Do we think we would beat him easily?
sure.
Maybe
I mean,
one- Do we
think it would be hard
If
fought?
Argoflagellants
Would it be hard fought?
are in the middle, no,
Yeah.
put him on easy.
Hard fought.
If we're evenly
Okay.
matched on Argoflagellants, the dude has no chance.
Is the Arcoflagellum that's just like your standard now?
I mean, I'm trying to keep things consistent with y'all's bullshit.
Consistency went out the window a long time ago. I don't.
I
Yeah.
don't think you guys understand what an archoflagellant can do.
All right, Canoptic
Oh,
scarabs.
God, yeah.
Okay, there's only 3 of them.
There's 3 bugs, 3 little scarabs.
Okay, there only being 3 of them. It's like we're fighting exploding Roombas essentially.
They are exploding
They're a little
Roombas,
tougher.
essentially. Yeah.
A little tougher. I mean, but look at that Cadian. They're not having a good time.
That guy's not a Cadian. He's just one of those random
He
guardsmen
is!
that we were talking about earlier.
That's Acadian.
I don't know about that.
That's for sure Acadian.
I don't know about that. Look at him. He's getting owned by these Roombas.
They have
Now-
razor sharp claws.
I would probably
And they
say that
can,
this
like-
this guardsman looks like they've been hurt by something else prior to this, because that thing's not getting through the helmet. It's just like sitting on his head. So,
Well, can't scarabs like de-atomize matter or something?
I mean, if you let them, they don't get to use
Yeah.
their weapons.
Sounds like a Roomba
I'm just
to
saying,
me.
I don't see any tubes.
They don't have any tubes. This is true.
Can we fight 3 Roombas with a ladder, a
We do
table,
have
and a
the
chair?
ladder and everything.
Yeah.
We could probably trap them with the ladder and the table, and then beat them with a chair.
Beat him with
Hard
the chair.
fought win.
Look at this. Do you see that big green spot right there? That's a big glaring weak spot to me. You just
You don't
hit that
know
thing and boom. I mean, they also
Do
explode,
they,
so we would probably
do
like
they have reanimation protocols? This is another exploding enemy.
they
so
reanimate.
it's
They
not
reanimate after the fight.
Okay. If some of them are still alive.
If some of them are still alive, we're gonna kill all 3 of them, so they don't get to reanimate.
And their
I would
mandibles are
say
only
hard.
strength
I would say a
2.
hard fought win. I would say they'd be more squirrely than an old man. So
This is the lowest strength thing we've fought yet.
I think
and
we
they
beat them
explode.
easily.
Don't forget the exploding.
But they
At least
explode
they
after
explode.
we kill them. We would still win the fight.
We don't care about if we die after we kill the enemy, just that we killed them first.
Yeah. That's how.
Okay.
That's winning the fight.
Easy, I guess.
Easy. Mandrake.
No.
Ryan, what is a mandrake? I don't actually even know.
So
I think it's a screamy
what's the
plant,
fucking name of
right?
it?
It's the
There's
screamy plants
a
from Harry
shadow
Potter.
realm. There's a shadow realm. I think it's called Aelendrock, or I'm probably mispronouncing the shit out of that. And they're like shadow infused dark Eldar, which makes them sort of warp entities. They're like they're not quite demons. It's not really exactly known exactly the relationship with demons and the warp, but
Now, I would
it's
like
like
you to
this
keep in
living-
mind that this is specifically the old sculpts of mandrakes.
I didn't think they were that bad. Their blades would be all well. They wouldn't have.
They don't
blades.
have blades.
They might be a little messed up because their ankles are all twisted and warped and everything, but they can like teleport through the shadows and
Yeah.
create
They can't use
dark-
magic.
No, do they have their teleportation and their Bale blasts?
Is that magic? Is that superpowers? They
Yeah.
can't use their superpowers.
I feel like the Grey Knight didn't get his teleporting.
I mean, they also like it's hard to see them because they're like wreathed in shadow.
See, that's just like a characteristic of them. So that's different.
They're also strength 5.
I think we would probably just get wrecked by mandrakes, right?
I
Specifically
think
the
we put
old
up
ones.
a fight.
You think we put
Yeah,
up
I
a
think
fight
we
against the
would
old
put up a
mandrakes?
fight.
With them
The
not
old
having any
mandrakes,
weapons
I mean-
and not having any magic.
I'm guessing the old mandrakes aren't as good as the new ones.
So I don't
in
necessarily
the
care
Tesla.
about the rules, but these are the new sculpts. I think the new mandrake sculpts look much skinnier and less terrifying, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think they're pretty cool.
They're,
looking.
they're basically the same. They're just
They're
they are a
skinnier,
little
dude.
more slender looking, I
Yeah.
guess.
So do you think
Well,
we could
look at all that
face
shadow
the
they're
new
shooting.
mandrakes better than the old mandrakes?
I think it'd be about the same.
All right,
you know?
it would be the same. Ashton,
I
what do
They're
you
think it would
wearing
be-
the same pants.
I think it would be even to close loss, like somewhere in there.
See, I think it would be even. I think these guys are worse than the old ones.
I mean, these guys are even older than that night pilot guy. They're pretty freaking
Sir
old.
Hector, they're old.
Yeah,
men.
but they're like
Real
practically
old.
immortal.
I don't know if age necessarily matters to these guys.
Age doesn't really matter to Eldar. Or the age definitely doesn't matter for Dark Eldar.
Yeah,
But
I
matters
guess they're
even
like
less for
super
a man
fast too, aren't they?
They're fast
movement
and they're
8.
all shadowy. Their movement.
They are
8.
very fast.
Yeah.
I think we'd lose to the old ones, but I think we'd be evenly matched with the new ones.
Okay, I would say close loss. I think.
Close loss? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do love these new models. I'm stoked.
They're in the close loss category. All right, I'm sure you can see them down there.
I see what's coming up next, and I'm just bracing myself for the
All right.
stupidity. Yeah,
now,
here we
keep
go.
in mind, he has some tubes.
He has a lot of tubes. Also, he doesn't have any weapons, but also he is a professional arena fighter.
And also very tall.
Former life.
Very large man. Very...
So
I'm probably like the size... If I had to guess, I'm probably like the size of his big like pointer finger. So, you know.
the first thing that would happen is the 3 Angrons would fight each other. He hates
For
himself.
sure.
He hates himself. He hates the fact that he's alive so much. They would go at each other.
Also,
Yeah.
he would want to
Also,
fight
I
the
don't
biggest,
think-
meanest thing.
If there's 3 Angrons in the room, they're not really gonna notice us at first. You know.
Yeah, so I think one Angron beats the other 2 Angrons. And he comes out
My
strong. Yeah,
prediction
he comes
is-
out stronger for it.
Well, my prediction is we would never wind up fighting. Because
Oh,
in the melee
okay.
of 3 Angrons, we would just get destroyed.
So-
Incidentally.
I don't have a category
feel
for
like-
that though.
I feel like at least one of us would get close to climbing on him while he was distracted to pull his tubes out, but then we would get like flexed in his wing bicep or something and get squashed.
Again with the tubes.
I mean, I think this was
Yeah,
pretty
we
obvious.
We get wreck
This was pretty obvious. All right, so here's where we're at right now. Now do we want to order these like left to right in order of like strongest to
weakest? What side
weakest?
is more severe? What side is the more severe?
I mean, I
So
think this
the
one's like
left
obvious.
Side, yeah, left side is the most severe.
Yeah. So Angron all the way over there.
Mutalith next.
Probably Vortex Beast, yeah. Dread.
Or no, wait,
not-
with it. Wait. It would be the
Like this.
opposite with it pointed this way because the bottom is the worst, like the one that would beat us the most. Because top is like bordering on going up to the next tier.
Yeah,
Or,
this
like,
is a
all the way
tier
to the
list of
left.
us. This is our tier list.
Yeah. So like Angron should be at the other end because he's as far away from the yellow tier as possible.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So we
The hardest ones are to the right
hardest ones to the
for
right.
us. What's
Okay.
that dude with the staff down there?
This? That's the Dreadnought.
No. To the left of that.
That's the Tallyman.
Oh,
That's Harry Belafonte.
So
I
the
agree
Tallyman
with that
beat us harder
lineup.
than the intercessor.
yeah.
I think
Because
so.
he's
Yeah,
an intercessor that makes us spew out of both ends.
we'd be like shitting and farting like before we got in the ring. So
Okay, well, where did the Grey Knight go? Why is he not here with the other Space Marines? I feel like he should
Oh,
be.
because you guys for some reason put Castle and Crow as
well because the Castle and Crows would fight each other because of Harrison.
yeah,
remember?
there is that.
Remember?
Yeah, I fucking guess.
Okay,
Put him at
But
the
I-
top of
he
that.
should
be
at the
that
top.
row.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think probably that goes there.
Crew would be lower than that.
You think the crew would be lower than the plane? Okay.
Yeah, we
I
would
think
have
the
some
plane- I
kind of
think we could
chance.
beat the plane. I still think
We have no capacity to hurt the plane. This is not
we could
happening.
get in there.
We could potentially like break a crew's neck.
We could trick them into crashing.
I
into
feel
each
like
other.
they would kill us in the end, but we could actually hurt a crew.
We could probably hurt it.
I don't think we could hurt one of those fucking Archaeopteryx things.
I could figure it out. I could figure out how to hurt an airplane.
Yeah.
Just trust me, bro.
Yes. If I stuff you in its intake, then maybe.
I think we flip these.
You know, we could jam our ladders and stuff into their engine intakes and foul up their
Yeah.
mechanism.
Or, like I said a second, we could trick them into crashing into each other when they're trying to get at us.
Yeah. I don't know if they necessarily would listen to anything that we have to say to them, but, you know. How do we feel about this
Unless, like,
tier?
all the machine spirits respond to Hey Siri. Oh, fuck. Shut up, phone. God damn it.
Okay, Google.
See, that's exactly what would happen.
All right. How do we feel about this lineup?
I guess it's really it's hard to judge where to put the planes, honestly.
Right there.
I think the dwarves would be harder than the mandrakes.
I think it would be harder than the new mandrakes, but I think it would be easier than the old mandrakes.
Oh, you put both of them on there. I didn't see that.
Yeah. This is the new mandrakes. This is the old mandrakes.
Yeah, okay.
Very bizarre
Don't judge me.
situation. I judgment.
Evenly matched. I think that's probably okay the way it is.
You don't think the Arcoflagellants would be easier? They have more tubes.
God damn it. The Arcoflagellants should be in
have
that
more
row, first of
tubes.
all.
Disagree.
Yeah, I know you disagree.
Both of us disagreed, so... I mean...
Zoanthrope needs to go to the top of that next row. We're moving on. We're moving on. Just leave that middle row where it is.
Zoanthrope?
Yeah, I swear to God, if you put the Arcoflagellant as easier than the Cadian, I'm gonna be...
I would never do that. I would literally never do that.
Did you just move the Arcoflagellant up to the top, you son of a
What?
bitch?
No, why would I? I didn't do
Put it
anything.
back! Over the line!
Over the line! Mark at 0!
Okay, so it would be a hard fought, but when... Yeah, Zoanthrope's definitely right there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It has an exposed brain. Is it harder to fight than...
Oh, that's
Blue
true.
Horror?
I think maybe this.
It's harder to get to that brain.
It is kind of
It's gonna
tall.
be
We would have to like climb it up.
They're
climb up it.
big. Zoanthropes
Yeah.
are big.
We'd have to like
It's got a
climb up it.
ladder.
We do have a ladder. Oh.
You could just
3
dive off the
wounds.
ladder and like elbow drop his brain.
True.
They have 3 wounds.
I don't care how many wounds they have. I'll take all 3 of them with 1 hit. Right to the
Blue Horror
brain.
has 1 wound.
I'm gonna roll a 6. I'm gonna crit right in their brain. I do think ultimately they would be harder to fight than a blue horror.
Yeah. All right. So I
How
think
do
that's
we
probably good.
I feel like the weapon platform should be on the top row. Really.
Well, I think
It
you had an argument to put them there that we would just shoot each other.
Yeah,
on
there's
accident.
a good chance because of it being Xenotech that in trying to
We
disable
would
it,
just
we
like
would
blow
actually
each other up.
blow
Yeah.
ourselves up.
That's why it would be
They are a lot of like blast weapon stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the common sense left this
I don't know what you're
this
talking
a long
about.
time ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think
When we opened this episode, did I promise that this was going to be a very logical and well thought out tier list?
Yeah.
I think the word I actually used was unhinged, if I remember
Oh,
correctly. So
you gotta move
gotta-
that drill up.
drill that way.
Up
The drill's the easiest thing.
Is the drill easier than GRATS? Really though?
That's true.
I mean,
I would have to like.
unless we're gonna like get worn out climbing a ladder.
I fucking might.
After all this talk about fighting Arcoflagellants and stuff, now you're like, this ladder might beat me. Actually,
The ladder might
The
beat
ladder
me.
will beat you, but an Arcoflagellant even match.
The ladder might beat me.
and after all of our strategies that relied on climbing the ladder,
I never said I was gonna climb the ladder. You guys can climb the ladder. Ryan's been working on his rock climbing skills for just this reason.
yeah.
So he could climb up the drill and turn it off.
Also, the drill
so
has
yeah.
more tubes than the GRATS do.
I
True.
swear to God, if I hear about tubes, I'm gonna stab somebody. Every
the
human
tubes?
is full of tubes. Yeah, every human's full of tubes. It's your blood vessels.
So
Yeah,
what
that's
what you're
all
telling me
very
is
hard
you
to
start
solve.
pulling out tubes and the thing dies? That's what I'm hearing, right? That's what it sounds like you're saying, Ryan.
So
Agreed with us.
It sounds like you're agreeing with us right now.
I'm so fucking angry right now. Are we done?
Well,
No, those
Sir
are other
Hector?
things. Old guy.
Is Sir Hector easier or harder than Scarabs? I think he's
Sir
probably- I
Hector
think he's
would be
probably
than
easier.
Grotz.
You think he'd be easier than Grots?
Yeah, he'd be
I don't think
easier
he'd be
than
easier
Grotz.
than Grots. Why would he be easier than Grots?
I don't know.
He's just an
Grotz
old
are
dude.
squirrely.
With
Grots
one
can be
eye.
squirrely all they want. I just gotta give him a swift kick in the head and they... Yee!
Hector is
The
an
Scarabs
old guy
would
with
definitely
a
be the-
tube.
The Scarabs would definitely be the hardest thing on that list.
I think this is the right order, personally.
Sure.
I think maybe Grotz would be harder than Hector.
All right, I've been outvoted.
It's kind of a toss up between them.
I've been outvoted. All right. Well, so this is our final tier list then. We could easily beat a Tectonic Fragile, Sir Hector, Grots, and Canoptic Scarabs. It would be hard fought, but we would win against Eldar Support Weapon, Blue Horror, and Zoanthropes. We would be evenly matched against Cadens and Arcoflagellants. We would put up a good fight, but still lose against Kroot, Archaeopter, Accursed Cultists, New Mandrakes, Chthonian Berserks, Old Mandrakes, and Castellan Crow. And we would get absolutely wrecked by a Primaris Intercessor, Harry Belafonte, an Achilles Dreadnought, the Mutilith Vortex Beast, and Angeron. I think this seems fair. This seems seems more than fair to me. I don't see any issues with this.
I don't see any large number of tubes high on the list, except for Angeron. But
He's like large enough and strong enough that it kind of like counterbalances the amount of tubes that he has.
we need more than one ladder.
They're not tubes on him.
We only
anyway,
have
they're
one.
cables.
We don't get multiple ladders. We only have the one ladder, so
Mhm.
I think this
Well,
is
the
pretty
tubes
good.
have it.
The tubes have it. As Sean says in chat, moral of the story is tubes. That is the moral of the story. So yeah, I had fun, and I think that was more than fair. Ryan, what do you think?
It was definitely interesting. I did have a good time though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
fine. I'm chilling.
All right. Ashton, what do you think?
I'm glad Ryan was here to explain how easy Arcoflagellants would be to kill.
I'm just so confused about like why that's the one unit that you hooked on. You latched onto the Arcoflagellants really hard. Like that's the standard. Is can we beat up an Arcoflagellant?
Because they have literal power weapons built into their hands.
They have tubes.
The possessed
And their
are
weapons are
basically Arcoflagellants that are not as good.
The possessed?
Yeah,
The Accursed Cultists?
Accursed Cultists.
They don't have tubes.
Yeah, they're missing all
Oh my
the weaknesses.
God.
They don't have any glaring weaknesses. I don't know what to tell you. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, I guess I literally do make the rules, but
Yeah, you did.
I feel like Arcoflagellants would cost way less points if 40k had a tubes phase, where you could take advantage of the other.
Actually, how
models'
many?
tubes.
Let's hold on. How many points is an
You know
Arcoflagellant versus how many points is an Accursed Cultist?
You know the mandrakes live in the webway, which is a series of tubes.
Oh, we just rip out their webway. It's easy.
That's easy. Magnus
That's
did
basically
it.
Magnus's plan.
Yeah.
All right, a unit of Accursed Cultists is how many points? 105 points for 8 models. 10 models is 150 for Arcoflagellants. So that's 15 points a model. And I can't do the math on the other one. I don't know what's what you do the math then.
Okay, what's the math?
Hold on. I guess I could just pull up a calculator. All right, what's 105 divided by 8? 13.125. They're very close. This is
Okay.
2 point difference.
That's the tube tax
Yeah.
right there.
The tube tech.
That's
yeah.
that's why I compared. That's why I compared them. But the flagellants are just a little bit better.
Yeah, but we also know that GW is not the greatest at balancing, so that's not our fault. So I've never been known to move goalposts, so get out of here.
I had a great time. Nothing about this bothers me.
Yeah. Well, I guess that'll do it for what we've got going on here tonight. Monday we've got some kind of matchup. Still haven't figured that out, so got to figure out what we're doing on Monday. And then
when is the first throwback?
The 26th. So we've got the first throwback in about a week and a half ish. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'll put out some more information about that soon. Probably on Monday we'll tease that a little more because it's going to be a really fun one. That Thursday, next Thursday, we will not be having an After Dark because some of us are going to be gone. So yeah, we just got Monday and then the next Monday coming up. So yeah. Ryan, any parting words for the fine folks at home?
Remember the tubes, I guess.
Remember the tubes! Ashton, anything?
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better myself. Remember the tubes for sure.
Hell yeah.
Gotta go
All
for
right.
the tubes.
Good night, folks, and remember the tubes.